How can exchange and international students get an internship in Australia? Hi everyone, I'm Kazuma. In this video, I would like to talk about how I got an internship and I would like to give you some tips and advice. So I study in University of Wollongong as an exchange student for 1 year, and during the summer vacation, I did an internship in Sydney for 3 months, and it was a digital marketing internship. What I did is content creation. I used a smartphone and DSLR camera to record products of the company and made contents for Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, those social media app, and I scheduled those contents. So I explained what I did in the internship in the video. I put the link of the video on the top right of this screen. So if you have interest in the internship in Australia, that might be a good content for you. Okay, so let's get back on the track. So what I did to get an internship here in Australia. So the first step is to make the most use of the university's career support. So each university in Australia, I guess they all have a career support center. In University of Wollongong we have. So I joined in the events and I did a one-on-one session to get the feedback and get the advice from them. So I got the very good helpful advice from them. The first thing is how to find an internship. Basically, I'm from Japan, so I did not know which platforms and which websites to use to find the internship, to search for internship. So they introduced LinkedIn and the university's job board and Seek and Indeed. Those 4 platforms they suggested. And in conclusion, I recommend you to use LinkedIn and the university's job board. These are the reasons. First, LinkedIn is very popular in Australia. So many opportunities are out there in LinkedIn. And secondly, many of the internship in both platforms are eligible for exchange and international students as well. Some of the internships are only for domestic students, but the chance was very high to find some internship that is available for international students in those 2 platforms. That's why I recommend these 2. And in terms of the university's job board, which introduced some local internships around that university, this is very easy to get because that internship want to get some students from that particular university. So that's why university introduced those internships. So yeah, which is very helpful. And Seek and Indeed, it's just my experience, so if you use these platforms, your experience might be different from mine. But so far, when I used it, basically the internship I found on that platform was only for domestic students, so it was not helpful for me and it didn't work. But maybe for casual job or for like a contract job, those platforms would be good. Okay, so the next thing is how was the process of getting an internship? This is just my case, so don't think this is the same with other cases and other interns, but I just want to introduce my experience. First, I applied for the internship on LinkedIn. I found the internship which is available for exchange students, and then I made a resume on Canva and I submitted it to the university's career support to get the feedback. If there's something I should fix, they told me that. After I applying for the job, they did not reply for 4 or 5 days, so I sent a follow-up email to them, and then finally they found out me and they gave me a call and we decided which date to have a face-to-face interview. Then we had an interview, then I was accepted as an intern. So this is the overall process of how I got an internship. But now let's have a look in detail at the interview, face-to-face interview. So the interview was 2 hours and 3 hours long. Employer prepared some questions she wanna ask. I answered those questions, and those questions were about how I manage tasks and how I work on a job or like that. For example, she asked me if I have something I really don't want to do, but I have to do, how do I do? Or if I have some things, like many things to do in one day, but I don't have enough time, so how I would like work on them. Those questions I answered, and then after that, I also had some questions about the company and about what they would expect me to do. So I asked those questions and we had a very good conversation. Then on the day, on the spot, she accepted me as an intern, and then our internship started. This is all of the process of how I got an internship. Okay, so I talked a lot of things in this video, so let's summarize it. First thing, I recommend you to use LinkedIn and university's job board. And secondly, make the most use of the university's job support and career support center. And thirdly, check the eligibility of the internship, because some of them are only for domestic students and you cannot apply for it. So you have to find something eligible for international students. Finally, sending a follow-up email. Let's talk about this. So after getting an internship, I asked her how she actually found me out and then how she decided to have an interview with me. She said it was good that I sent a follow-up email because basically, including me, more than 100 students, she said, maybe so many students applied for that job. So it takes so much effort and time to check each person's resume and each person's contact information. But when I sent a follow-up email, it shows my motivation, how much I really want to do this internship or how much I'm interested in this opportunity, like that. And because the message goes to the top of this message box, it's easy for her to find me out. Then we could have a call and I replied to that message very so fast. So that's why all of the process and including interview was so smooth. So sending a follow-up email to show your motivation to stand out among the other candidates is very important. These are the tips and advice I can give you, and I hope this video has helped you a lot. And my friend from India, he is an international student in the University of Wollongong. He recently graduated from the university and he got the first full-time job here in Australia. So it's possible to get and start up your career here in Australia as an exchange or international students. And the first step would be getting an internship. I hope this video has helped, and if so, please push a like button and subscription button. And I hope you have a nice day. So see you!